Good morning. Monday morning here, and I'm outside. The weather's beautiful. I've enjoyed so much sitting outside in the mornings to have time in the Word. And a couple days ago I decided I was just going to write out the whole book of Colossians. Just, like my kids do copy work, I was just going to write the whole book into a notebook. Because I think for me, a lot of times when I write stuff down, it gets in my head better. So anyways, thing that I wrote down this morning, part of it that really impressed me was, he's talking about how he was praying for the Colossians. And he prayed that they would be filled with the knowledge of God's will so that they could live a life that pleases Him, pleases God, and bear fruit in every good work, and then increase in the knowledge of God. So it's just this first circle. Full circle. He was praying that they would have knowledge of God's will so that they could bear fruit and do things that please God, and then increase in the knowledge of God. So it's just this circle that just keeps going and going and going. I think it's just kind of like the summary of the life of a Christian. Our goal, anyway, is that we would know more about God, reflect that in the way we live, and as a result, learn even more about God so we could reflect that in the way we live. So, okay, so we've finished breakfast and Jason's gone to work. This is my plan that I'm working on right now. I have 4 locations of things. I'm going to make 4 big piles in our basement, 4 sections of the basement. Okay, so let me try to talk logically to you here. I need to sit down for a minute. I'll set you there and talk to you like this. Breathe for a second. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that we have boxed up a lot of things and sorted a lot of things, and it's scattered all over this house. I mean, I've just got boxes in every nook and cranny. Now, just in case, I'm, you need to go potty? Let's run. Yeah. Run to the bathroom. Okay. Come on, Jeremiah, let's go. Just in case. This is our lovely bathroom that's totally under renovation, so you get to see my next backdrop here. Come on, bud. Just in case we are still living here when I have the baby, which is possible because I'm due in 4 weeks, I think it is. Okay, can you put your pants down by yourself? No, you need help? Okay. Okay, hop up there.
No.
Yeah, pee-pee on the potty. Pee-pee on the potty. Sorry for this craziness here. Let go. No, you pee. I'm gonna talk. Toddlers, we're in the potty a lot. Just in case we're still living here, I don't want to have to direct people of where boxes go, even though they're labeled on the side. I know how it goes when you have people helping you move things. So, I am going to sort them into areas, which I probably should have done this a long time ago. But today's the day. So if something goes into the tiny house and it's already packed, I'm going to put that in one area of the basement, etc. Those signs that I showed you. No. Here, let go. You go potty. I talk. Right, little buddy? Aha. He likes going potty. It's a good thing for a 2-year-old. So, anyway, that's my plan. I'm going to utilize some of my older kids' muscles. I'm sure they're thrilled.
Which side?
What are you guys doing over here?
Nothing.
Nothing? This is very much not nothing. That is some fun building. We have today and tomorrow for fun, and then we're starting our fun school, right? Guys, are you excited about starting up school? What grades are you going to be in?
I'm going to be in first grade.
That's right. And Samuel, what about you? Are you going to be in preschool? Silas, how about you?
2000 grade.
Also known as second grade.
4th grade. I'm gonna be in first 1000 grade. Yeah, guys, fine.
So I'm really kicking myself in the pants here. I was downstairs working and just getting lots of stuff done when I started getting so dizzy, and I know why, and it's totally my fault. I ran out of iron like a week and a half ago. I've been taking it faithfully, and it's so expensive, and even though I do get reimbursed for it, I just was low on my money in that area of the grocery and the supplements, and so I just didn't order more right away, and I guess it just kicked in because I am so dizzy now, and that is very frustrating because I want to be getting stuff done. Well, let me tell you what I did, because that dizziness was just not fun, and I didn't have any iron on hand, which I knew was from low iron. So I had some already cooked lentils in the freezer. I warmed those up in my cast iron skillets. I got lentils, iron from the lentils, iron from the skillet. I ate a bunch of those. I had some like algae capsules in my cabinet, took a bunch of those. I drank 2 big glasses of my raspberry and nettle tea, and then I took a little nap while the kids watched a show. And I felt so much better. No more dizziness, so, and my iron is on order. I got it from Amazon, so it should be here in 2 days, so I should be good. Okay, what's happening out here?
We're doing a show. Well, Peppa, you can go through the hoop. So, today we are going to see a circus. For me! Go, go, go! Go, go! Let's go. The circus is coming! The circus! This is our track cup. No, it's going! Jump, jump.
Woo!
Hey, Mom! We should make Pepper jump.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so where were we? Okay.
Here! We're here.
Okay, we're all very excited this morning. We are busting stuff out before we even are ready for it. Okay, pause on this for a minute. Okay, so what we were just saying, boys, don't even think about shooting my camera with a Nerf gun. Boys, come check this out with me real quick. So what we were saying is that at 9 o'clock, around then, is when we will sit down here to do our CBS homework. We do not have CBS homework right now because it doesn't start until the last Friday of August. Okay. So it is 2 o'clock and I am checking in. Because today was our first day of homeschool, and wow. Let me just give you a quick summary of the morning. Challenging, but good. I was managing chaos, so after the camera ran out of space on the memory card when I was trying to film, that was just the end of it. Like, I could not even break away to go to the bathroom. It was just a little bit chaotic. I had a couple kids who were just so into it and really excited about starting school, and whatever I told them to do, they were up for it. I had other situations that were not so pretty. One of my kiddos has trouble adjusting to a switch in routine, and we had really gotten lax over the summer because my second trimester, I just was needing more time for resting, and everything kind of fell by the wayside, including any sort of schedule. It was just one of those tough times there for a couple months. And so if you are a child who has trouble with change, you do very well with a schedule, but when you are off a schedule and then trying to get back on a schedule, it's a little bit rough, for me anyway. So I just kept reminding the kids in the middle of the, fussing or the chaos or the you know, trying to remember, how did I do this math again? Because I've not done it for a couple months. It was just, you know, a lot of that going on. But I just kept reminding them that we're doing just fine. We're easing into our schedule. There's no problem here. It is okay. We are not at all even trying to be close to on time with clock time today. We are just getting the routine down. Some things we just left out. I didn't try to do it all because other things were just taking a lot longer. So I would say the challenge was just starting itself. Just trying to get back into, this is what we're doing. You know, the announcement about, no, you do have to sit there with your math book open for another 30 minutes. It's like, you know, a torrent of tears. That kind of stuff that will go away in time because eventually they'll just kind of figure out this is how it goes. The successes, I would say my biggest success is that God gave me this beautiful perspective of it's okay. It's okay. Whatever happens, whatever we get done is fine. It's okay to just let things go. And it is okay. It takes time to adjust to a schedule and to get into that. You certainly would drive yourself crazy if you were expecting perfection right away or any day really. I mean, come on, we're dealing with kids. So that's day one. I really miss my husband because, as you know, he pretty much leaves work and goes out to work on our property. So even though it's the middle of the week and probably not too logical, I told him I want everybody to come with him today when he gets off work. We'll just all go out. We're not really very helpful, but just so we can all be together for a little bit as a family. What just happened here, Silas?
Leo.
Did you lose?
My tooth out. No, I didn't. Leo.
Leo says hands up. These guys, after the relief of school all being done for the morning, they went outside and had an hour-long Nerf gun war, and then they came back in for more fun, and then kicked the tooth out, and it's just been great.
She's ready to go to the bathroom.
Let's see what the girls are doing.
Hey, Mom. Here's it. Hey, Mom.
Just wanted to see. Wow, this is fun.
The kids have 4 pieces. I don't know how many kids there are. This is the girl. This is the mom. And she's the queen.
Wow. These must be really wonderful. You
There
girls
must
have
be
been
like-
up here for an
I
hour.
think there's like 50 girls or something. Wow. 50 girls and like 30 boys.
That is amazing.
Can you tell Mommy what Papa's doing?
What's he doing?
What is Papa doing?
Oh, mowing the grass.
Oh, I had to run all the way there and back. And he's like, faster, a little faster. He's like, come on.
It's Thursday morning. We're sitting at the table and we are totally calm and just loving this, aren't we, guys?
I guess. They do their
I guess, he says. But I just wanted to show this is so neat. You know, this is a fun age, this 3.5, when they just start learning how to do drawings. And let's see if I can get up with this. Samuel just sat down here and whipped out this bird walking along. Isn't that really neat? Oh, do you need to go potty? Okay, Silas, I will be right back. Move that ink around and say the vowels. Ink. T-H. Okay, think. Okay, your next word is sh. This is a big one. You're really gonna have to think because there's a lot of letters here. It's shrunk. Drunk. Going upstairs to wake up Jeremiah because I lost track of time and just realized it's 5 o'clock and he is still sleeping. Oops. We had a great time at school this morning. Actually, really went wonderfully. And in the afternoon, the kids went outside to play, and then when they had a little bit of a spat and they were getting hot and sweaty anyway, I brought them back in and we sat down on the couch. We made some smoothies first, sat down and did our history. Oh, there he is, here. We did our history. Hey, buddy. Good morning, sleepyhead. Let me turn that off. Good morning. It's been, of course, weeks since we did history, so it was so good to, come here. I'm gonna pick you up one-handed because I'm talking to the camera. That was a long nap. So, of course, it's been weeks since we did that, so it was so good to get back to it. We had a full hour of just, you know, I read to them from the story and they colored their pages and their maps, you know how it all goes. Let's see if I can set you down here. Maybe. He loved this Jimmy shirt and he refused to wear anything else today, but his pajama shirt, so I'm going with it. Some battles aren't worth fighting. Anyway, we just had a really great time at history. It was so good. Although the narration part, that's what I call it, at the end, where my older two have to just in a few, you know, short paragraphs summarize in their own words what we talked about. They just have to write it down. It's never the favorite thing, but that's okay. They'll learn to love it, I'm sure. At least I'm believing that. And then I let them watch a show. Since we got everything else done while my sleepy head slept. And I got some yogurt started in the crock pot. I'm starting to make yogurt for tomorrow morning for breakfast. You're hungry. And I went downstairs and started loading up some videos, and Elsie's sitting down there painting because she'd rather not really watch the show. She kind of could care less about it. So I guess I need to get the dinner started because it's late. Mama lost track of the time. Do you need a drink? Okay. So I'm checking this. I've been heating this milk for a couple hours, and you just have to get it to 180 degrees or around there. Okay, so that's just like 2 degrees below. That's close enough for me. And then you unplug it and you let it sit until it cools down to 120 degrees. And while you are letting that sit, excuse me, buddy. Excuse me. While you're letting that sit, I have a small amount of yogurt that I always save from my last batch. Just like a tablespoon per quart or somewhere around that is what I found. And you let that sit out too so it gets to room temperature while this thing cools to 120. And then we'll continue on with making the yogurt. Okay. So it's, you know, 10:40, is that what it says? It's 10:40 and we are still not started on our schoolwork, but we have an unusual Friday. Jason has the day off, so he's still here. He's going to be going to our property to work, of course, you know, story of our life. You'll probably get tired of hearing me say that, but he's trying to get into our garage because somehow I don't understand all the details, but the garage door, like, I thought he unhooked the auto mechanic device. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be so rolling his eyes when he hears me talk like this. I don't know. Somehow the garage door is not working, and now the physical little door to get in is jammed, and so we cannot get into our garage. So he's out there trying to work on that, and of course, my kids who are all fascinated all went out to see what's going on. So it's just my two faithful little school people here that are just carrying on. You just came in to sit, but Isabella is coming along. These are what the kids do for our classical conversations memory work. We have these great sheets, which I am going to do a video on this, I promise. But we have these sheets each week that, oh, look at that. I like that color there. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me tell our friends about this. Each week we have these sheets that if Mama says wait, you need to wait. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Each week we have these sheets that they fill in according to whatever the memory work of the week is. And so it's like an extra, gets it in their brain in an extra way. Anyway, so she was here and completed that, but then everybody found out there was excitement going on outside, so they all just disappeared, which is fine. You know, we're learning about how to break in your own garage this morning. It's a pretty good skill. What are you doing? She does not want to wrestle. If you want to wrestle with somebody, you find somebody who wants to wrestle. Elsie, what are you doing?
With pencils.
Careful. You are doing some copy work. This is really fun. So I printed off copy work selections and laminated them because I love our laminator. Hold on, buddy. And this way, many kids can use, you know, whoever needs to do some copy work, they just grab one of these things out of the bin. They can write on it with dry erase if they want to mark where they are when they stop, because some of the selections are really long. So they could put a little note there if they pause for another day. Plus they'll be durable for all my people. So Elsie is writing one there. And Samuel loves his preschool binders. So I put all the different pages in here so he has his official book. So anyway, that's my rambling for the morning of what we've done so far. This guy's wound. He's just wanting to irritate his brother here. Leo, are you okay? Samuel? I think we learned a good lesson there, right? Come here, buddy. No, Leo, say something. I think we learned a good lesson about not pulling people over in their chairs. You're going to be okay? You want to do another page in your book? Okay, let's see what our next page is. So you did this one.
Hello, I'm Chef Betty. Hello.
Wait a second. You forgot. You forgot your sticker on this. Where are your stickers?
I take them out.
Silas, how's it going out there?
Good.
What's the update on the door?
Nothing. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
We need to take an axe and just chop it open. We need to just get our swimming suits on and then just dive in through the window. Yeah. And do karate while you're in the air.
Please don't injure yourself before we begin school. Okay, so we figured out that if Silas, if we tilt this board on the table, this big board, then it is so much easier for him to grab those letters up there, because they were just too high before. And we lost an L, so he made a makeshift L. Oops. Okay, you're spelling rank. You have your two blues, but you need that red in the middle.
prank. Okay, think about that. Sam.
Yo.
Okay. The kids needed a little bit of a break. We got several subjects done, but then they need a little break, so they're playing foosball, and Elsie and I are doing spelling. What are we spelling?
Lamp.
Amp. Amp.
I saw help.
Oh, I'm not supposed to look at these. Amp.
Oh.
Okay. Some of my kids like to use the tiles, and some like to use the dry erase marker, and some go back and forth. So whatever you pick.
And you said when.
Ent. When. Ent. So my midwife just called. She got the results back from my test. And this is so incredible. After a week, well, it was almost a week and a half of not taking my iron supplement, the Floridix that I always take, that fast, I came up anemic on the test. Anemic. Isn't that crazy? Obviously, I am just...
What's anemic?
That's when you're really, really low in iron. And mommy just needs a lot of iron. If I stop taking it, it does not go well. So no wonder I was having those dizzy spells, but I'm taking it again. She told me to take an extra dose a day just to make sure that I have enough. So, woo! Everything else came back fine though, so that was good. Okay, your letters have smiley faces. Finish out this word. Went. Okay, what are you missing? What are you missing, smiley face? You have wet, but we need went. Okay, what are we missing for went? Grab me your McGuffies right there.
Okay.
Grab McGuffies.
I want to.
They are having so much fun with their foosball game down there, but they're kind of making a racket.
Yay!
Elsie. Miss Elsie. Read me one McGuffies, and then you are done. Okay? Lesson 10, 20, 30.
Mom, what about
9.
lunch? 30.
Yeah, Elsie's gonna read me this last McGuffies. You can get out the rice cakes and the peanut butter, okay? Let's finish this, okay? Remember yesterday we wrote about the little boy who told a lie? Well, today continues that story.
More about the little boy who told a lie. And the little boy whom you last read about went to bed that night. He was afraid. He knew that he had done wrong. And it was long before he could quite his trouble.
Mom, do you know where Papa's headphones are?
But his trouble.
His troubled
Do you know
spirit.
where Papa's headphones are?
Spirit was sweet. Mom, can I have my
Hold on a
tongue?
second. Do you see this here? She's almost done. You may go in the kitchen and get out the...
I
can't find it.
Okay, then wait a minute till I'm done with Elsie.
Elsie.
Wait till I'm done with Elsie.
H-U-S.
Yeah, thus.
Thus, things went on for 2 or 3 weeks. One day, a man made a business call to see the father of this boy, and as soon as the boy saw him come into the house, his heart beat quickly.
We are getting ready to head to the grocery store. I wrote out, I don't know, buddy. You just have to wear a shoe that you know where it is. I wrote out a list. I already have menu plans written out. That's something that I did in my baby prep, is I have week 1, week 2 of menu plans so that I can just grab a menu plan and go. I'm also going to get a few ingredients to make some freezer meals for that week or so before baby comes, when I am just too spent to do dinners, and then also for after baby. So we're gonna try to do, Bella has agreed to help me. We're gonna try to do a small freezer cooking day too, so maybe some of that. You can't find another shoe? Then you have to pick another shoe, a different kind of shoe if you can't find one.
Elsie girl.
That's all.
You are having so much fun here, aren't you?
Bye.
Miss Elsie.
Yep.
We're going to have to pause the fun as we're going
Mom, I
to
need this. Mom, I need this.
the store.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I might need that. That's a very good idea, Leo. Definitely might need that. Okay, do you have your shoes on?
Yeah.
Okay, just pick some different shoes then. Let's go get in the van, okay? You ready to go shopping? We're back home from Trader Joe's and we are making chicken pot pie. So this is a buttermilk biscuits that have been soaking in cultured buttermilk all day long since early this morning. So that we get that flour broken down nicely. And little mister here wanted to help with the cutting, didn't you, buddy? He's cutting some zucchini to add to this. I'm just making my chicken pot pie with whatever veggies I needed to be used up. And then we'll do the buttermilk biscuits for the top, the crust on top. Right? You are doing a great job. I still have to cut up the chicken. So the really exciting thing about this is we are using our own chicken. When we got our little chicks, several of them turned out to be roosters, and you're only supposed to have one
tried to do it.
per 100 birds is what we were told. So
I tried to do it with
Isn't that cool?
things. I did it with
this is the second time we've done this chicken pot pie from our own,
I like purple. You can go.
our very own raised birds. So that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to, I cooked it in the crock pot today, and I am going to throw the bones right back in the crock pot, fill it up with water, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar to help get the minerals out of the bones, and then I'll let that cook all night long, and we'll have a really good bone broth from that. That's so good for you. Okay, look at that yumminess. We've got the veggies and the chicken, and we used the little bit of broth that came out of the crock pot with the chicken, a little bit of milk to make our yummy gravy there, and they are putting the biscuits on the top for a yummy crust, right? You have been fantastic helpers.
Stick them to your hand and turn them upside
Oh, is that
down.
the official?
Aim them